and welcome to That's Just Prime. And today we're going to take a look at Generation 2 Combat Hero Optimus Prime, also known as Sure Shot Optimus Prime in other parts of the world. Now, this is a Generation 2 toy. Generation 2 was an era of wonder, an era that I feel like I missed out a lot on because it came out in the early to mid 90s, and then that was back when I was in the Army, and I wasn't really paying attention to Transformers at the time, and I feel like I missed out on a lot of the G2 goodness that was out then. So, but anyway, this guy was released in 1994, and I'm not sure what the original price of this guy was because I didn't get him back then. I did not purchase this toy new. I purchased this guy later on in the secondary market. So, I would have to say this guy probably went for less than $20. I think that's pretty safe to. I'd say this guy most likely went for about $10 to $20. I can't imagine this guy going for any more than that or any less than that. But that's just a guess. If you know, hey, leave me a comment and let me know. Now G2 made some changes to the characters. Optimus Prime was not exempt from that. He is now a Kenworth truck of some model that I'm not really familiar with, but he's a missile carrier truck, which I think is super awesome. He can carry both missiles here on the side, and he's got this cannon and this gun here, and that's really cool. He's approximately 7 inches long and about 3 inches tall at the launcher. So there it is. There's the truck mode. It rolls okay. You can see me playing with it. It rolls awesome, and it does have a gimmick. So, you saw that originally I had the missile up on the launcher, and we're going to put it back right there on the launcher again. And there's a groove in there. You can see there's a little, I don't know, well, yeah, it might show up on camera. It's not a completely round tube. There's a little flat end there, and that's how you're going to orient it when you put it under the launcher. The launcher on the bottom here has a flat side, so that's how you pop that in there just like so, and then you take this part here. This is the little air pump, and there's 2 tabs on the air pump there, and there's 2 ports here on the back of the truck, so you can plug that in and carry it safely, and then when you want to use it, you just pop that right out. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm going to point Optimus here away from the camera. You can see what the truck and pump looks like, and I'm going to pull him back here. Now, I'm not gonna punch this hard. I'm not going to just pound on it because A, there's no need for that. These guys launch pretty good, and B, if I do that, I'm going to knock my camera over, and I'm going to Hulk smash my table here, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to bring it right back here. You know what? Maybe I'll move the camera over here. Get us a little, yeah, that's a better angle there. And I'm going to take my pump here, and I'm going to press down on it, and there it goes. There's first missile. We can take the second missile and do it again. Orient that right in there. And there it goes. So very cool gimmick. A lot of fun. Now these tubes, let me get the Optimus here back in the shot, and we'll bring the tubes back in the shot here as well. There's the tubes. There's your missiles right there. It's really nothing more than a hollow tube with a rubber tip at the end. It catches the air and it shoots it out. It's a very simple gimmick, but also very effective and a lot of fun. And you can see the tips here. They're just soft rubber, so that kids don't hurt themselves shooting these at each other, because every toy that has a firing gimmick, the first rule is do not shoot these at other people, and that's the first thing kids do. I know I did, so it's good that they put the rubber tips there so people don't get hurt. Kids don't hurt each other. So we're going to set those off to the side. We're going to get into transformation. We're going to take this cannon off the top of the launcher here. This is also removable. There you go. You check that out. This is going to be Optimus's handgun when he's in robot mode. So we'll set that off to the side. And one quick thing about the truck mode. I love this truck mode. I love trucks. I was a truck driver in the Army. I drove a lot of different kinds of trucks, and I like trucks, especially when they have some kind of a militaresque theme like this one has. I just really like it, and I like this. I really like this truck. Now, when it comes to Optimus Prime, obviously, he's not the same colors. He doesn't scream Optimus Prime when you see this guy coming down the road at you, because you're used to seeing Optimus red in the front, blue in the back, and that's obviously not what happened here. But I think that there's a good reason for that, and we're going to see that when we get into robot mode. So let's do that now. The pump here, you can leave the pump plugged in to the back while you're transforming him. There's a good chance that it'll pop off. So I'm going to leave it, and we'll see what happens. And we'll get into transformation. First thing we're going to do is right here on the front bumper, you see these two little panels here. We're going to fold these in to the truck itself, just like so. Okay, and that's going to allow us to take the whole front of the truck here and rotate it forward, just like so. Get about down here, you want to split it in the center there, and then you'll be able to bring them the rest of the way down. There you go. That's going to form Optimus's legs, and I think you can pretty much see where this is going. In fact, let me tilt the camera up just a little bit so that we can see the whole thing once we're in robot mode. So I think you can see where this is going. You can take the back of the truck here. We're going to take it. We're going to split it right down the middle. I'm going to take this gun here. I'm going to spin it, and I'm going to bring that the rest of the way down, just like so. Now, when you get here, grab the parts with the wheels here, the very, very rear ends of the truck, and you're going to just pull them away from Optimus, just like that. Take him right here on the shoulder, rotate the shoulder all the way around. And now you can bring the arm down, and then take this arm, you bring it down a little bit. It's easier if you bring this down just like so, and then you can rotate this and bring it the rest of the way down. So there's that. And then final, you can see right there on the inside there's a tab there. You pull on that tab, and that brings the fist out. So there's the arm, and then you come to this side, and you do pretty much the same thing. Now, it's going to be a little trickier here because I'm trying to do the shoulder while keeping the forearm in place, and there's a reason for that. Again, it's because of the cannon. You know, the cannon's there, the hose is there. It kind of gets in the way. There's the tab. Slide that. That gets your fist. There it goes. Pump came off. So, like I said, you can probably get away with transforming it with a pump off, but more often than not, you're just going to pop that thing off. So I'm just going to plug that right back in there. Take his missiles, and you can plug them into the back here so that they're popping up just over his shoulders, just like so. Alright, turn him around. I'm going to give him his gun. And there is Optimus Prime in robot mode, and I think he looks awesome. Now, right off the bat, you're going to notice I'm really fiddling with him here. I'm really, there you go, that works. There's a big glaring problem with Optimus, and you just saw what that was. If you don't already know, this guy is very back heavy, and he does not like to stand up. And that's one flaw with this toy. The biggest flaw with this toy is that he does not have a heel spur. You can see all he's got is just these two panels here. He's got nothing in the middle, and that, you know, that's to allow for transformation so that the cab can go over this piece here. But that's a big flaw, because now he's really back heavy with these missiles and this pump on his back, and it's all you can do to try to get him to stand. And typically, you know, I got him. I display him on my shelf standing up, and I can usually find a way to just balance him, you know, using his weapons or something. But there you go. He's standing now. I don't think he's going to behave for the camera. Let's hope. So there he is, and I think he looks great. And you can see now, you can see why the choices that were made with the paint job were made. If they would have made the front of the truck red and the back of the truck blue, then he would have had red feet and blue arms, and that would have looked even less than Optimus Prime than the truck does. So I think in the end, the decision, it was a good decision to make. It's kind of a shame that he doesn't have blue legs, but you know, what are you going to do? I think he looks good. He looks good for Optimus Prime. If I was going to change one thing on this toy, it would have been, I would have given him some kind of a heel spur. Other than that, I think the toy is good. Articulation is good, much improved from the original toy. He's got a full 360 rotation on the head now. He's got 360 on the shoulders. He's got in and out. I guess he's got up and down here, That's really due to transformation, but he's also got 90-degree up and down right there at the shoulder. So that's good. He's got a bicep swivel, so he can turn those all the way around, and he's got elbow rotation. So, you know, if he had a good heel spur, I think this guy could actually pull off some really cool poses, you know. That's, you know, well, I mean, if you look at him from the waist up, that's, you know, he could pull some cool poses off. But, unfortunately, any cool pose you try to do with him, he's just going to fall over. The right arm has the same articulation as the left arm, but you do have to keep in mind that he's got this hose attached to his back now. Now, you can take this off and move it around or whatever, but, you know, if the pump is attached to the back, obviously you don't want to try and rotate this 360, because then your hose is going to get caught, and you don't want to do that. So, legs, he's got at the hips, he can go in and out, he can go forward and backward all the way. So, good articulation there. Due to transformation, he's got a good bend at the knee. Heck, he can turn his knee almost all the way around. So, he's got really good articulation, which would make for some really cool posing with this guy. But again, the unfortunate thing of it is that because he's got no heel spur and he's back heavy, you can't really pull off a whole lot of poses with him. So that's kind of a shame. So I would have changed that on this toy. And then I guess I could say I would change the stickers, but then again, that was addressed later on. If you look at his chest stickers here, you can see that it says Optimus Prime right on his chest there. And I don't know, I guess this was kind of a G2 thing that I never really understood. The thing with all the wild colors and characters having their names right on them. The first G2 Prime said Optimus Prime, real big, right on the side of the trailer. The Laser Optimus Prime had a picture of him with the words Laser Optimus Prime on the side of the trailer. This guy says Optimus Prime right on the chest. I don't know. Something about putting the characters' names on them just seemed silly to me. But I know that there's other versions of this toy that came out with sticker windows that did not say Optimus Prime on them. So I guess that was addressed. I guess there's ways to fix that, or you can get some replacement labels and you can put those on as well. So, you know, there's ways around that. That's an easy fix. In fact, actually, I kind of like these windows. I'm not a fan of it actually saying Optimus Prime on there, but I like, you know, they start out black at the top, and then they switch to silver, and then they go to blue, and then there's an orange line going across them with a heartbeat at the end. I actually like that design a lot. If it didn't say Optimus Prime and it just had those colors, I think that would be awesome. So that would be maybe, you know, but like I said, that's been taken care of, so that's not a change I would make. The only change I would make to this toy is I would give him some heel spurs. Now, the gimmick also works in robot mode. We're going to show that off here. We're going to give him a missile. And, hey, you know what? If you put a missile on his arm right there, he'll balance pretty good now. So, now he'll stand. All right. And, yeah, again, you can take off the pump off his back and just press on that, and you can shoot that off. So, there you go. Gimmick works pretty good in both modes. So, there he is. There's the robot mode. I think he looks awesome. But, you know, like I told you in episode 1, I think that all Primes are awesome. I'm a big fan of Prime. And this guy is no exception. Now, this guy in robot mode stands approximately 6 inches tall at the head. So, take that into consideration for when you're setting up your displays. So, I think that about covers Generation 2 Combat Hero Optimus Prime. Thank you once again for watching. Leave me some comments, subscribe, share the video if you like what you see. And I will see you next time on That's Just Prime.